Hi, I'm Joyce, the Energy Lady. Something occurred to me just last week, in fact, that everybody doesn't always do the things like I do. Now, who does, right? Who does the same way, does things the way that you do? There's something I have been doing for probably the past 30 years, and that is saying forgiveness in the moment when something irritates me. You might go, what? And so I'm going to explain to you what that means. And so I use forgiveness as a way to dissipate negative comments, people's negative reactions to things. Here's an example. Somebody's driving by me in the road and they cut in front of me. My first reaction is, of course, to put on the brakes and then say, stay out of the way, or, something rude probably. And then I cut the cords and then I start saying forgiveness. I don't even know who those people are, but I forgive them for cutting in front of me. I say, I forgive that person for cutting in front of me. And I forgive that person for not driving safely. And I forgive that person for being in my way. And then I say, I forgive myself for being mad at them. I forgive myself for taking offense at them. And I forgive myself for being angry that they cut out in front of me. Why do I do that? Because I don't want things to upset my day. And things like that, if it really impacts you, you can allow it to just ruin your day. And there's no reason for that. I had a friend call me recently and she was very upset. Her fiance's ex had texted her a really mean text. And she said, I want to respond. I want to set a boundary. I want to say, you can't talk to me like this. And I want to let her know it's not okay. And I said, well, first of all, did you take offense? Yep. Well, guess what? If you take offense at somebody's negative words, then you've allowed them to hurt you. You've allowed them to impact you, which is exactly what their intent was. If this person sent a bunch of words to this woman that were negative and mean, then the intent was to be negative and mean. So how about, I call it getting slimed. If you want them to slime you, then they will. And if you want to take offense, then you can. But if you would like to let go of it in the very, very moment. So I just said to her, rather than responding, do nothing. Because that person's wanting a response. They're trying to get a reaction out of you. So stop right then, cut the cords, and start saying forgiveness for yourself for taking offense. Forgive yourself for engaging in the conversation. Forgive yourself for even reading it. Don't review it, delete it. If you get a negative comment, if you get a negative response from somebody about something, then delete it. Don't respond. If you don't respond, you have not engaged and they have not hooked you. I call it hook, just like, when you're fishing and they get hooked, the fish hooks and you jerk it to hook them tighter, and then they take the line and they run with it. Same things happens with other humans. If someone makes a really negative comment to you and then they hook you, which means you start responding negatively back, then the battle is begun. So what if you just unhook by not responding? That's a boundary right there. Not responding is your way of setting a boundary. Like, I'm not going to engage in this kind of conversation. So that's how I use forgiveness on a daily basis. I don't care where I'm at. Something happens where somebody has done something that bothers me, upsets me in some way. People I don't even know, drivers, other drivers, somebody in a grocery store line, somebody the way they're treating their child in the grocery store. It's not on me. So I'm taking offense at that. Why would I let that mess my day up? So if you don't want someone's comments to mess your day up, cut the cords, say forgiveness for yourself. If you don't want to forgive them, that's fine. But if you don't know them, why not forgive them? You'll never see them again. It's not like they're going to hurt you again, because more than likely, if they're strangers, you'll never see them. If it's somebody who's in your life, then rethink that. You may want to forgive them just so that you're not taking on their energy. So that's my go-to always when something has bothered me, upset me, and I have a complaint about something, is I say, forgive myself and forgive them for the action. Let me know how that works for you. Try it out.